Good afternoon, students. This is the third
Good
lecture of
afternoon,
the
sir.
MCS. Yes. So today we will discuss MST generator, its basic principle, then types of the MST generator. Right. So what are the objectives of this lecture? We will see the introduction of MIT generator, principle of operation, various system advantages, limitations, and at the end we will conclude whatsoever we will discuss. Right. So first of all, introduction. So MSD generator is a new system of the electrical power generator, which is said to be of high efficiency and low pollution. Right. Because in this particular case, what will happen? If you will compare it with that nuclear power plant or thermal power plant, in that particular case there is a huge pollution which will just damage our environment, and that will be just indirectly or directly destroy our life, right? Because if you are talking about that nuclear power plant, waste of that is very harmful. Basic diseases like cancer, that will be the basically due to that residues of the uranium or thorium. But in this particular case, in case of the MST generator, there is no such pollutions. So that means this will be a beneficial for us in comparison with other types of the conventional power plant. So MSD power generation is a new system of electrical power generation which is said to be of high efficiency and low pollution. One thing which is very much important, its efficiency of the, if you are talking about the efficiency of the MSD generator, it is approximately 50 to 52, 53%, not more than that, right? 50 to almost 50%, we are taking it as almost 50%, but it may be 52, 53, 55%, right? So efficiency is not much high, but due to its other advantages, these types of the power plants are very much useful in some of the applications like defense or that faraway area, that means remote areas where no electricity is available, right? So as its name implies, magnetohydrodynamics, MHD, concern with the flow of conducting fluid in the presence of the magnetic and electric field. What will happen, as in case of the ordinary generator, as in case of your ordinary generator, there is north and south pole, and in between it some conventional conductor or coil will rotate, right? So what will happen when that coil will rotate? Due to that, some d phi upon dt will occur, because north to south pole some magnetic lines of field will be always passing through, right? And as per the Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction, an EMF is induced across the coil whenever there is rate of change of flux. Whenever there is rate of change of flux, and EMF is induced across the coil. So in case of the conventional generator, whenever coil placed in between the north and south pole, that will rotate, it will cause d phi by dt, and in that particular case, EMF will be induced across the coil or across the conductor. But in this particular case, what will happen? The flow of the conducting fluid in the presence of magnetic and electrical field, because that conducting fluid will be passes through the that place where electrical magnetic field will be flowing, right? The fluid may be gas at elevated temperature or liquid metal like sodium or potassium, right? Then MHD, magnetohydrodynamics or magnetofluid dynamics, right? This is the study of dynamics of the electrically conducting fluids, right? Example of such fluids are plasmas, liquid metals, etc. So in this case, we are not saying that all of the metal will be just that may be in molten state, that will be flowing through it and electricity will be passed through, will be produced in that particular case. Some special cases will be there, some special type of the material will be there, obviously, across which some electricity will be generated. Right. Next is this principle of the MSD generator. Now, when obviously its principle of operation is Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, right? Which we had already discussed. What is Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction? Whenever there is a rate of change of flux and EMF is induced across a coil, right? And second law of the Faraday's is the amount of the EMF induced is directly proportional to the rate of change of flux, right? So in this particular case, again, we are saying that when a conductor moves across a magnetic field, a voltage is induced in it which produces an electrical current, right? This is the principle of conventional generator where that conductor consists of the copper strip. But now in case of this MSD generator, the solid conductors are replaced by gaseous conductors or an ionized gas, right? So if such a gas is passed at a high velocity through a powerful magnetic field, a current is generated and can be extracted by placing electrodes in a suitable position in the stream, right? So what will happen, instead of ordinary conductor, instead of that conventional conductors, we are just passing through the that ionized gas or gaseous conductor at high velocity, and then after that some EMF will be generated across the ions of that ionized gas, and that may be collected at the electrodes which will be placed in between, right? So some electrodes will be placed at a suitable position, and an EMF will be, or EMF or voltage will be collected across that electrodes. The principle can be explained as follows. An conductor moving through a magnetic field experiences a retarding force as well as an EMF, electrical field and current, right? So what is the principle? It states that a conductor moving through the magnetic field experiences a retarding force as well as an induced EMF and current. One is that principle of the motor. What is the principle of the motor? Whenever a conductor is placed in the effect of the magnetic and electrical field, it experiences a force, right? It experiences a force. On the second side, as per the Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction, an EMF will be induced across the coil whenever it is placed in between the magnetic field. So both of that will be applicable here, right? Now, in continuation, so the flow direction is right angle to the magnetic field direction. An electromotive force is induced in the direction at right angle to both the flow and field direction. This is right hand thumb rule. Right hand thumb rule. As per that, your forefinger gives you direction of the field, thumb gives you direction of the that motion, and center finger gives you direction of the current. Now here, in this case, see this MSD power generation. North here, this is the north and south pole. right? This is the north and south pole, and in between it, here in this is the some pipe through which ionized gas plasma will be passed, right? Through this pink shade, this will give you a place where through which that ionized gas plasma will be passed through it, and here this will be the electrodes. We had already stated that electrodes will be placed at a suitable position. This is the negative electrode, this is the positive electrode, across which we are just collecting the DC output voltage, right? Again, I am repeating, this is the north and south pole. In between the north and south pole, there are magnetic field line, right? And in this magnetic field line, ionized gas plasma will be passed through it. Then after that, electrodes will be placed at a suitable position. There are two electrodes always, one is anode, another is cathode. Positive charge electrode is known as anode and negative charge is known as cathode, right? So this is your negative, this is your cathode and this is your anode. Across these, if you will connect some voltmeter or some multimeter, this will give you some DC output voltage, right? So this is the that principle of MHD generator, magneto-hydrodynamic power generation. Now again, we had already discussed in this case, if these three particular quantities, that means the magnetic field, motion of the conductor, and EMF induced, these three are 90-degree to each other, right? Magnetic field, motion of the conductor or plasma current, and EMF induced. These three will be placed at 90-degree across each other, right? So in case of the MHD generator, direction of the EMF induced may be calculated by this right hand thumb rule. As per that, your thumb represents direction of the motion of the conductor or direction of the plasma current. Then after that, forefinger gives you direction of the EMF induced, and center finger gives you direction of the magnetic field. Then after that, now see here, in this particular case, here what will happen? This will be the that north and south pole. Here this will be anode and cathode. This is your magnetic pole. When ionized fluid will be passed through it, these electrodes will collect a current or EMF from this particular arrangement. So in continuation with this principle of MHD generator, conducting flow fluid is force between the plates with a kinetic energy and pressure differential sufficient to overcome the magnetic induction force, right? So one is force that is due to magnetic field, that will be given by F is equal to BIL sin theta. Force due to magnetic field, that will be given by F is equal to BIL sin theta. So that force is, in that case, B is the magnetic flux density, I is the current flowing through the conductor, L is the length of the conductor, and theta is the angle between the magnetic field and placement of the position of the conductor, right? So force due to magnetic field that will be given by F is equal to BIL sine theta. So this conducting flow fluid force between the plates with the kinetic energy and pressure differential sufficient to overcome the magnetic induction force, right? This force which is due to that kinetic energy of the fluid, that will be more efficient, in comparison with that force due to magnetic induction force. So that's why that ions will be just pass through that magnetic field with very high speed or very high velocity. So an ionized gas is employed as the conducting field. An ionized gas is employed as the conducting fluid, right? Then ionization is produced either by thermal means, that is by an elevated temperature, or by seeding with substances like cesium or potassium vapors, which ionizes at relatively low temperature. So there are further we will in the same lecture we will study there are two types of the MHD generator. One is that open cycle, second is closed cycle. In case of the closed cycle, there are again further that closed cycle will be divided into two parts. One is liquid type and second is that gas type, seeded gas. So both of that, in that particular case, in case of the liquid type, cesium or potassium vapors may be utilized at relatively low temperature. Then after that, the atoms of the seed element split off electrons. The presence of the negatively charged electrons make the gas an electrical conductor, right? So this will cause your that seeded gas or that ions passing through that will become a electrical conductor. Now see here, in this case, what will happen here? You are just see that there are number of electrodes, right? This is a through which this ionized gas will be passes or fluid will be passes, and here these are the different electrodes which will be placed at some definite intervals and some definite distance, right? And what will happen across each conductor, if it is an old positive ion will be here, it will be positive ions will be conducted, and on this side that negative ions will be just collected, and this will cause an EMF will be induced or available across this positive and negative ions, and due to that whatsoever load is connected here, that will be simply glow, right? So here you are saying that insulator valve, this insulator valve will be simply provided, we are providing the insulation among the two electrodes so that that will not be short circuited. Otherwise, due to induction, that the two electrodes may be shorted with each other, and this may cause damage of the device, which will be just connected to operate through that electrode differentially, right? And here in this case, this is your positive side. This side will be assumed to be positive, and this side is assumed to be negative, right? Here this will be your insulator spectra. Then after that, this will be Faraday's and Hall electrical field here. In this case, in this particular case, Faraday's and Hall electrical field will be induced, right? Here, again, these are the three components which will be placed at 90 degree across each other. Fine. So if we will stretch our three fingers, thumb, forefinger, and center finger at 90 degree to each other, then this will be like this. This forefinger gives you direction of the field, thumb gives you direction of the motion, and this center finger gives you direction of the electromotive force and load current. Next is types of the MHD generator. MHD generator are of the two types. One is open cycle system, second is this closed cycle system. Open cycle system and closed cycle system. And closed cycle system will be further categorized into two parts. One is seeded inert gas system and second is liquid metal system. So basically MHD generator may be classified into two parts. One is that open cycle system, second is closed cycle system. Then closed cycle system will be further categorized as this seeded inert gas system and liquid metal system. Then first is open cycle system. So in this case, fuel used may be oil through an oil tank or a gasified coal through a coal gasification plant. The fuel is burnt in a combustor or a combustion chamber. The hot gases of the combustor is then seeded with a small amount of ionized alkali metal to increase the electrical conductivity of the gas. Right? The seeded material, generally potassium carbonate, is injected into the gases at a temperature of roughly 2300 degrees C to 2700 degrees C. So instead of that ordinary conductor, we are just passing the seeded material in between the magnetic field. Yes. So to attain such a high temperature, that means of the order of 2300 degrees C to 2700 degrees C, right? To attain such a high temperature, the compressed air is used to warm the coal in the combustion chamber must be adequate to at least 1100 degrees C, right? The hot pressurized working fluid living in the combustor flow through a convergent divergent nozzle. In passing through the nozzle, the random motion energy of the molecule in the hot gas is largely converted into directed masses of energy. Thus, the gas emerges from the nozzle and enters the MHD generator unit at high velocity. So already we had discussed, whenever high velocity gases will be passed through the chamber, these will be these ions of ions of the ionized gas will gets energized, and these will be just used to produce an EMF across the ions or particle, and these particles will be connected across different anode and cathode, that is different electrodes. So Second type of the system is closed cycle system. In this case, some feedback is provided. Like we had already discussed in that control system, there are two types of the system. One is open cycle system, second is closed cycle system. In case of the closed cycle system, there some feedback is provided to the general types of the closed cycle MHD generators are being known as this seeded inert gas system, and secondly liquid metal system. So first is seeded inert gas system. In a closed cycle system, the carrier gas operates in the form of that Brayton cycle. In a closed cycle system, the gas is compressed and heat is supplied by the source at essentially constant pressure. The compressed gas then expands in the MHD generator and its pressure and temperature fall. This is as per Brayton cycle. In case of this closed cycle seeded inert gas system, gas is compressed and heat is supplied by the source at essentially constant pressure. The compressed gas then expands in the MHD generator and its pressure and temperature fall. Right. Then after that, after leaving this generator, heat is removed from the gas by a cooler. This is the heat rejection stage of the cycle, right? But I am saying that after leaving that generator, heat is removed from the gas by a cooler, and this is the heat rejection stage of the cycle. And finally, the gas is recompressed and returned for reheating, right? Then after that, second type of the closed cycle system is liquid metal system. When a liquid metal provides the electrical conductivity, it is called liquid metal MHD system. In first case, we are providing the seeded gas, so that's why that type is known as seeded inert gas system. Both of that, seeded inert gas system and liquid metal system, that both are the types of the closed cycle system, right? So in case of the liquid metal system, when a liquid metal provides electrical conductivity, it is called liquid metal MHD system. The carrier gas is pressurized and heated by the passage through a heat exchanger within the combustion chamber. The hot gas is then incorporated into the liquid metal, usually hot sodium or lithium, to form the working liquid. Right? The working liquid is introduced. Working liquid is introduced into the MID generator through a nozzle in the usual ways. The carrier gas then provides the required high direct velocity of the electrical conductor. So this is all about. So this is all about the open cycle and closed cycle system in MHD generator. MHD generator is having two types. One is open cycle system. Second is closed cycle system. right? Closed cycle system will be further categorized into two parts. One is that seated inert gas system, and second is liquid metal system. So after this, come to the part of applications. This MHD generator may be used in laser power MHD generators, plasma physics applications, power generation in spacecraft, hypersonic wind tunnel experiments, and defense applications. So these are some applications of the MHD generator. Now, advantages of the MHD generator. The conversion efficiency of the MHD system can be around 50%, much higher compared to the most efficient steam plants. In case of the ordinary conventional steam plant, the efficiency of the plant is even less than 50%. But in this particular case, in case of the MHD generator, efficiency of the plant is around 50% or somewhat more than this. So large amount of the power is generated. This has no moving part, so more reliable. Generally, what will happen whenever some part of the machine, whether it will be generator or it will be a motor, that will be movable. Whenever some part of some machine will be movable, due to this, some friction and windage losses will be there. There will be some chances of more fault in a case when there is some moving part in a device, right? That's and in addition to that, the machine which is having some moving parts, its efficiency is comparatively less. So this is the reason why transformer is having the largest efficiency among all the other types of machines. Now, in this particular case, because it is having no moving parts, so it is more reliable. The closed cycle system produces power free of pollution. Already we have discussed major impact of the that conventional type energy sources or conventional types of the power plants is pollution, right? In case of this closed cycle MHD system, it will produce almost free of pollution energy, right? So it has ability to reach the full power level as soon as started. Number of power plants are like that, which will be taken very large amount of the input to give some output. But in this particular case, in case of this MHD generator, it is having the full power, it is having the ability to reach the full power level as soon as it started. Generally, it will be started at a very high power level. Then after that, size of the plant is considerably small than conventional fossil fuel plants. Right, in case of the ordinary fossil fuel plant, space required is very much high, very much large. So if you compare it with the MHD plants, this will be comparatively smaller in size, right? The next is limitations of the MHD generator. So metallic vapors are poor electrical conductor, first of all, right? If you will compare it with the ordinary conventional types generator, then in that particular case we are using the coil which may be made up of some copper conductor or aluminum conductor, but in this particular case we are using the metallic vapors metallic vapors are poor electrical conductors. Then second is high velocity cannot be obtained by expansion in the system, while it is much easier to achieve a high fluid velocity. In case of again, in case of the conventional generator, it is very tough to obtain a high velocity because d phi upon dt, that means the rate of change of flux, will be directly proportional to the speed of the coil or velocity of the coil which is placed in the magnetic field. But in that particular case, it is very tough to attain high velocity, right? But in this particular case, we will be able to attain high fluid velocity. Then after that, employing a gas and nozzle, this is because the liquid are practically incompressible, right? One more limitation is the overall conversion efficiency obtainable with the liquid metal systems are quite below to that of the plasma system. So if you are comparing it with that plasma system, the efficiency of efficiency of the MSD plants are quite low, right? So this is all about the MSD generator. So this is the end of the lecture. We will meet in the next lecture again. Right? Thank you.